Hello everyone! This is a continuation of my series of videos about best-sounding albums that I'm recommending to Audiophiles. We are now at Season 2 and I still have more to share to you. I'm sharing CDs from my collection that to me are among the best hi-fi albums I have heard and I want to recommend to my fellow Audiophiles. I know different people have different taste in music, so I try to mix up the genre so that there is something here for most people. On this video, I will present a couple of acclaimed albums from the 80s, a beautiful indie folk album, an album from a fantastic singer from Asia, and an album from a rock guitar legend. I will list only 5 albums on this video and I will share some more albums on my next videos. So here is my list in no particular order. First is Songs from the Big Chair by Tears for Fears. This is the second studio album by the English pop rock band Tears for Fears, released on February 1985, and is the band's most successful album. Tears for Fears members are mainly Roland Orzabal and Kurt Smith. They base their entire career off of psychologist Arthur Janov's work. Even the band's name is derived from the primal scream on a theory that unresolved childhood pain is replaced by adult phobias and anxieties. Songs from the Big Chair was hailed as one of the best albums of the 1980s. It was primarily recorded in 1984 at the Wool Hall, which is the band's own studio in Somerset, UK, and mixing at Union Studios in Munich. Tears for Fears took the goth and synth pop style they started on their debut album, The Hurting, and filed on saxophone, synths, guitar solos, samplers, and live drums on top of drum machines. If you lived in the mid-80s, you probably wouldn't be able to escape some of the songs on this album on the radio and MTV. But despite several hit singles, I believe this album is best enjoyed as a complete body of work. You are probably already familiar with popular tracks Shout, Everybody Wants to Rule the World, and Head Over Heels, but a great track as well is The Working Hour. They augmented their sound with pianos, sax, guitars, and live drums. The production has a broad soundscape with little sonic flourishes throughout. Next is Carrie and Lowell by Sufjan Stevens. This is the 7th studio album by American musician Sufjan Stevens, which he produced himself, released on March 2015. Sufjan is a singer, songwriter, and multi-instrumentalist who makes diverse music primarily rooted in indie folk music. He is known for blending it with chamber pop, electronica, and experimental music, which often results in lush, layered sound with intricate instrumentation. He deals with spiritual themes and personal storytelling. His sound can vary from intimate acoustic to grand electronic soundscapes. On this album, he explored the fallout from 2012 death of his mother, Carrie, and his relationship to her mother's second husband, Lowell Brahms, who helped him co-found his record label, Asthmatic Kitty. He recorded some of Carrie and Lowell's tracks on an iPhone in a hotel in Klamath Falls, Oregon, as if trying to find a way to recreate childhood moments one more time. The album was not produced in a traditional sense, but rather engineered to create a direct, unpolished, and emotional sound. The album features a very quiet, intimate, and raw sound designed to create dreamlike atmosphere, with Sufjan almost just whispering. The feelings and emotions on the songs can be painful, vivid, and intense. It's a mesmerizing listen, and the 11 tracks felt short. My favorite is Should Have Known Better. It has a beautiful guitar playing, and it's impressive how this song can bring out emotion with just sparse instrumentation. Sufjan has such a versatile and wide-ranging discography, and I'll encourage you to check out a few more of his albums, particularly the album Illinois. Next is Here's to Ben by Jacintha. This is the 5th studio album by vocalist Jacintha Abisheganaden, released in 1998. Jacintha is an acclaimed singer in her native country Singapore and has garnered a reputation on audiophile circles with her outstanding singing style on par with the best singers in the world. This is her first album for Groove Note Records and is her debut album in the United States. Groove Note Records identified themselves as an audiophile label specializing in high-quality jazz, blues, and classical music recorded in an intimate setting with some of the top studio session musicians based in Los Angeles. On this album, Jacintha is joined by a quartet of top-ranked veteran jazz musicians singing American standards and ballads that have been recorded by the late saxophonist Ben Webster. Ben Webster is considered one of the most distinctive jazz musicians of his generation, noted for the beautiful tone of his tenor saxophone and for his inventive style. It was quite a change for Jacintha, who previously covered tunes from Sting, Lennon and McCartney, and Stevie Wonder. The recording is all analog, direct to 2-track, and only vintage microphones were used. It is mastered by acclaimed audio engineer Bernie Grundman, direct from the original analog masters. Jacintha is a more than capable singer and has been closely mic'd for this recording. She sang beautifully and made the tracks her own with her ravishing voice. This is what people call audiophile ear candy. She has beautiful a cappella treatment of Danny Boy where her vocals shine, and I can see that this will be a good test track. Next is Blow by Blow by Jeff Beck. This is technically the 7th studio album by the English guitar legend Jeff Beck, but is the first album credited to him as a solo artist, originally released in March 1975. His 1968 debut album Truth, which is another fabulous album, bears his name but is credited to the Jeff Beck Group. From the publications I read, it was said that there is a holy trinity of great British guitar players: Eric Clapton, Jimmy Page of Led Zeppelin, and Jeff Beck, and each of them have played for the group the Yardbirds at one time. Jeff Beck decided to challenge himself by going away from rock-based songs and explored instrumental jazz fusion on this album. He rounded up former Jeff Beck group member Max Middleton, who played keyboards and collaborated on some songs, veteran session bassist Phil Chen, drummer Richard Bailey, and Beatles producer George Martin produced this album. This group produced a diverse set of music that is mainly fusion of funk, rock, and jazz, which was groundbreaking at that time. This album is lauded for its expressive guitar work and innovative tones. When I listen to this album, I always wonder how Beck made his guitar sound like that. Beck's playing is top-notch, and you get that right off the bat as the album opens with "You Know What I Mean." There is a simple but beautiful melodic improvisation on Stevie Wonder's "'Cause We've Ended as Lovers." Stevie Wonder also guested on the track Thelonious. My favorite track is Freeway Jam, where Jeff Beck showed off his virtuoso guitar playing. Blow by Blow is the obvious choice for getting into Jeff Beck's music. It has timeless appeal, featuring stellar playing, strong melodies, and excellent production. And last but not the least is Skylarking by XTC. This is the 8th studio album by English rock band XTC, released in October 1986. XTC is fronted by Andy Partridge and Colin Moulding, and their songs are known for great lyrics and wonderful memorable melodies with inventive chord patterns. Skylarking is one of XTC's best-known album and is regarded as one of their finest. XTC has always been known to be a band that took great care in achieving the sound they wanted in the studio. But Partridge complained that this album was nowhere near the product they had expected after its original release. He blamed producer Todd Rundgren's studio equipment and final mix. Eventually, it was discovered that a polarity issue was to blame, something that wouldn't have been evident to either Rundgren or Partridge until after the album's completion. While preparing a new vinyl pressing for Partridge's own Ape House label, mastering engineer John Dent found a flaw in the original stereo master tape that stemmed from a badly patched console in Rundgren's studio. The stereo master had a reversed polarity. To be honest, I don't know exactly what that is. But Dent was able to finally restore the album that XTC had wanted to hear way back in 1986. I had the Virgin Records remaster from 2001. But I was intrigued, so I also got the Ape House remaster from 2014. My observation is, I like that Partridge's initial idea for the album cover art is restored. And I like that they fixed the start of track 1000 Umbrellas on this issue. The bass on this corrected polarity edition is punchier and the mid-range is clearer, which made the sound more balanced. But I'll be honest, my enjoyment of this album will still be complete even if I just have the 2001 release. It is just a wonderful album. All great songs, but if you just want to check out a few, try Summer's Cauldron and Dear God. And that's my 5 CDs that I will recommend on Season 2's Part 1 of my video series about best hi-fi albums for audiophiles. Please subscribe if you like this kind of topic, and that will inspire me to continue sharing more great albums for audiophiles. These are a list of my favorite and recommended hi-fi albums for your listening pleasure and music that can also be used when auditioning hi-fi equipment. I hope you enjoyed this selection and discovered something new. Let me know your favorite and recommended hi-fi albums as well. Happy listening!